welcome. This is Wellness Haven, your safe space for healing, where your voice, your heart, your sin, and your inner healing matters to us. Welcome to Wellness Haven from Kenya, Nakuru.
Thank you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. This is Wellness Haven by Julie. And Julie is here by the grace of God. And we are so grateful once again to come to you. You are live from Nakuru, Kenya. To our panelists here, and I'm just going to allow them to introduce themselves. I'm Cleophas. I'm a pastor, I'm a father, I'm a motivational counselor. And we are so grateful to come and host this show. Karibuni sana. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My name is Julie, the heart behind Wellness Haven by Julie. I'm a psychologist and a mother and a wife. Welcome so much, our viewers.
Thank you, Pastor Cleophas, for having us. My name is Carlington, our viewers. I'm a pastor, public speaker, a counselor, who reach out to many, helping them to receive healing and be made well, body, soul, and spirit. Welcome on board.
Thank you so much to our viewers. We are so grateful to have Julie, who is the director of Wellness Haven, and Pastor Carlington Lugalia. Thank you so much. Today we have a very wonderful discussion, very wonderful topic that we're going to discuss, and I know it's going to help all of us so that we may be able to overcome bitterness. So today we are going to discuss about bitterness. And you have felt sometimes that you are so much bitter and you've carried a lot of bitterness, a lot of hurts. Even as the time goes by, years goes by, months goes by, you still feel you are bitter. You are still carrying that anger, that bitterness, that resentment. You know, it's growing every day. So today we are going to discuss about bitterness, and I know all of us, we are going to learn a lot and how to overcome bitterness, how to deal, because bitterness is a spirit. And we are going to discuss how we are going to overcome it, and I know we are going to be blessed. Karibuni sana, Julie.
Thank
so
you.
When we are talking about bitterness, dealing about bitterness, what do you think bitterness is?
Yeah, bitterness is deep-rooted resentment that grows over time. When something happens, you pile it up, you put it inside, and over time, whether you are in a relationship or you're growing up, even children get bitter because of the things that they go through as they grow up.
Yes.
So those resentfulness and the bad things and the anger that sits up with someone for so long, prolonged time of resentment results to bitterness.
Oh wow, thank you. That's prolonged time of anger and resentment. It yields or it produces bitterness.
Yes.
Oh wow. Do you have to add anything, Ugalia?
Yeah, just to add on it, when you have been, maybe you've undergone some hurt, disappointed, maybe you have been treated badly, that feeling, sometimes you feel so bad, it is what you call bitterness. And many people are suffering from it. They need to be helped, and I believe by the grace of God we will be of help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you
most of the time, Pastor, the way you're saying, bitterness is something that you're not born with. It grows over time.
Sure,
the things
sure.
people do to you.
Sure.
Sometimes you're betrayed. Sometimes people disrespect you and they make you feel bad. It's something that grows with time.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have shown now the sources or what bitterness is, and I believe that, Julie, bitterness comes from various sources. Can you try and help and our viewers to understand where does bitterness comes from? Yes.
Most of the time, bitterness comes from unmet expectations. For example, when you are married, the expectations that you have of your spouse. And when those expectations are not met, you find that someone becomes resentful. Sometimes you might address issues in relationship, issues in marriage, and then you find that those issues are not resolved.
Yes.
Those small conflicts that happen and you don't get resolution of the conflicts, or you don't solve those conflicts, or you do not find any change in the relationship over time. Because you keep being resentful, you feel you are not heard, your needs are not met. Slowly, with time, it results to bitterness.
Okay.
Yes.
So when Julie is saying about unmet expectations, you know, there are expectations that you have been expecting, but it is not yet met. It results to bitterness.
Yes.
What else, when we are talking about unmet, can you try and elaborate some of these, like the unmet expectations, Pastor Carlington?
Okay, maybe in a marriage context,
Yes.
when people are dating, they normally used to fake a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You are not real because you want to make sure you are appeasing your partner
Yes.
so that that relationship may end into marriage. But when people step into marriage, they become real. Kama alikuwa anaweka makeup, akikuja kuona anavaa vizuri, anaweka perfume. In marriage now, unamuona real. Akiamuka hana makeup, ako real. And maybe what you used to see out there is not what you are getting. So with time, huyu mtu anaanza kuwa hurt, anaona alikuwa cheated, anaona alikuwa deceived. Na anaanza kupile up, which will lead to bitterness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, at that time when people are dating, so people needs to be, to all of us, we really need to be
Real.
very
Real.
real.
Yeah.
Real. When you are dating, be real.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Because we have seen, Julie, like there is a time that when people are dating, some we men, we give a lot of fake promises.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that. Someone tells you that there is someone who told the girlfriend, the fiancé, that when we get married, I'm gonna buy you, you know, what do you call it, an aeroplane, or someone like saying that I'm going to buy you a railway station. You know, you are not real. Then this lady is coming to a marriage having an expectation that one day, one time, I'm going to own an aeroplane.
Or I'll be taken to the moon.
To the moon.
And back, you know. And you've never even gone to an aeroplane, even an airstrip, you've never been to it.
Yes.
Most of the time when people are dating, there are so many promises that are there.
Yes.
And even the man might even go to an extent ya anakomboa gari ndio akuja kufurahishe, anakopa pesa ndio akuja kufurahishe. So utapata amekupatia maisha yenye ukikuja kwa ground mambo zinabadilika. Si kile ulikuwa unamuona. The way alikuwa anakuongelesha vizuri, amepanga, you know, anapanga mistari kabla mjapatana. But sasa ukiingia kwa nyumba, sometimes you know, you sleep, wake up, then mtu anakuuliza swali hata hujajipanga kuongea, then you talk, then unapata this is not what I wanted. Kwani this person doesn't speak the English, alikuwa anaongea hiyo ya mafua, now anaongea Kikuyu, anashrub and all that. So with all that, because umepata, that is not the expectation ulikuwa nayo ukiingia in the marriage.
Yes.
You might become bitter because wakati mwingine ukiambia huyo mtu afake vile alikuwa ana fake mkidate, hawezi.
Yes.
Zingine hata amesahau kwa sababu alikuwa na rehearse before mkutane.
Yes.
Lakini sasa unaona, unaamka asubuhi unataka ongea the same English, ama mmekutana na marafiki, you want them to have the same presentation alikuwa nayo, unapata hataweza.
Okay.
Then you might also, ukikuja unapata the car yenye alikuwa anakuja kukupeleka nayo, it's not there.
Yes.
The life alikuwa anaishi. Some even go to an extent ya anaomba nguo ya kufurahishe. So most of the things zenye utakuwa umeingia in marriage ukiwa na that expectation.
Yes.
Ukiingia in the ground unapata the everything ni tofauti.
Yes.
So that pain, because ita develop into a unresolved pain. Kwa sababu sasa umepata this is not what you want, and this person might not, kwa sababu na yeye pia amepata kile alikuwa anataka, hata kwa na sasa hana mahali pa kujificha. Also it applies to the women. When the man, when you're dating, I also nakuja na presentation yangu kwa sababu pia na mimi ninataka a husband.
Yes.
So nitajipresent vizuri, I've done the makeup, ninavaa vile sivangi, then nikifika kwa nyumba you'll find, hey, I have a stomach, nilikuwa ninaficha, the makeup ilikuwa inaficha the spots and all that. So utapata ukiingia kwa marriage unapata things are different.
Yes.
I will not talk to you vile nilikuwa nakuongelesha.
Sure.
So sahi nikikuitisha pesa ya food, then unaanza kuniambia utanipea, and you are taking me to the hotel and paying 5,000 and you are not feeling it.
Yes.
So watu wana develop uchungu hivyo pole pole.
Pole pole.
Yeah, because now we have bills to pay na ni lazima tulipe.
Yes.
Sitakufurahisha nikufanyie hizo vitu, then at the end of the month tutakuwa na bill.
Oh wow.
Then also for me as the lady, sitaenda to that excessive things that nifanye makeup paka usiku and all time, then nakuongelesha kwa upole and all that. Sometimes mtu unatoa the real you.
Yes.
And the real you mostly ndio unapatanga inaleta bitterness. Na mtu anakuwa resentful because unajiambia this is not what I want.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, to add on it, circumstances of life may have an input in it.
Yes.
For instance, let me use my example.
Yeah.
When I got married, I was working. I was teaching in a Bible college. Immediately after marriage, 2 months, that job ended. And you know, when I was planning for marriage, I had moved from 1-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom.
Yes.
Now, my wife coming into the marriage has expectation.
Yes.
He's an able man.
Yes.
Able to take care of me.
Oh wow.
You know, and those changes. And I had an opportunity to go to South Africa and do it open there. So I told her, after 2 years, we're going where?
South Africa.
Which never happened. Which never happened. We are still hopeful to go to South Africa.
Yes.
So there has to be a way my wife had to manage the expectation she had, because things shifted just a moment after we got married. But if you don't have that capacity, that mental capacity to manage your expectation, it will have an impact on her and even causing that bitterness. Yep.
And I think when we are talking about unmet expectations, we need to hold the spouse. You need to hold what we call understanding. That yes, indeed, when we got married, when we are relating, she was employed or she was employed. But you need to understand that sometimes works come to an end. Unajua, because of the situation, unaweza ukafanya nini? So one of you needs to own what you call understanding. Do you think also that one of the other source of bitterness, Julie, can it be like it is something that you came with it from the time you were young, where ulikuwa mtoto mdogo, ukapitia bitterness, your parents were so bitter. That thing you develop from your parents is a generic thing. Can it be another source of bitterness?
Yeah. There are people, before we go to that, people need to be real from when you're dating. Because it saves you a lot of trouble when you're married.
Yes.
Because you'll know me for who I am. So you're choosing me for who I am. You're not choosing a fake person. So when you enter married again, I'm introducing you to another person. Yeah. And there are people, there are bitterness that develops within the marriage, and there are those that we come in.
Yes.
There are people who their upbringing affected their lives. Like you were brought up by a spouse who was so strict. So you know everything has to be done in a certain way.
Yes.
Hakuna njia ingine, lazima ukue perfectionist, lazima ufanye vitu vizuri. So you find huyo mtoto as ana grow, anajua nisipofanya anything vizuri, kuna kwa sometimes na punishment, ama atafokewa, ama you just have either you do it right or you get punished.
Yes.
So hata wakati ambapo anakuwa mkubwa, getting into relationships, unapata anaingia na uoga na pia uchungu. So ukimfanyia anything yenye alifanyiwa as they were growing up, unapata reaction yake inakuwa bitter na uchungu. Kwa sababu as alikuwa anakuwa hivyo, ndio alikuwa anajua.
Yes.
Kila kitu ni perfect. Kila kitu ni punishment. So akuje ati akwambie umpe kitu, and their spouses wenye utamwambia kitu, but because you did not agree on anything, you don't get whatever you are talking.
Yes.
For example, nitakuuliza kitu, then if we disagree on that, inakuwa we've created conflict.
Yes.
So that is the same way ali grow up. Wacha akuja ipate in the marriage that it is the same thing.
Yes.
You find anakuwa double bitter vile alikuwa.
Yes.
And kuna wale wenye walikuwa neglected. So anakujanga into the relationship akiwa na uoga ya asiwachwe. So do anything like you want to leave them. Those are the people wenye they go to any extent akufanye hautaniacha mimi siachangwi.
Yes.
Because that kidonda iko mahali. Anajua kuachwa ni kusema nini, anajua uchungu na hardship ile mtu hupitia akiwa amewachwa. So kwao ni ile, because that thing ameibeba na amekuja nayo, anytime you do anything anajikwamilia kwako. So ako kama, they become those people who are obsessed with their spouses. They want to know what you're doing, they want to know where you are, anataka kujua unafanya nini na nani. Like for example, ukipata amekupigia simu and you've not picked, utapata amekupigia kwa all the platforms anaweza kukupigia.
Oh, wow.
And to an extent that because I know your friends, I'll have to call one of you to ask, uko na yule mingine, you know?
Yes.
Just to find out, because you are so insecure.
Yes.
Because of the upbringing ambayo ulipata.
Yes.
Your upbringing ilikuwa uko abandoned, or the caregiver, hakukuwa, the parent hakukuwa so loving. One time anakuwa ako loving, the next one, upendo ni ile on and off. So you don't know what to expect.
Yes.
So when you get into marriage and you get the same with your partner, you develop double bitterness.
Yes.
Because you have the one ulikuja nayo na hii sasa uko nayo. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing topic. And to all our parents and everyone who is bitter, it is very good to know about our parenting. Those who are doing parenting, ni vizuri we become so cautious, careful how we are bringing up our children. Because you can think you are bringing up your children. The Bible says, train your child in the way that he should go. So ni vizuri tuweze kujua na kufahamu ya kwamba the way you are bringing up your child is very important. Just to add on that, Julie, Pastor Carlington, the way just Julie is sharing about upbringing, vile tulilelewa na wazazi. Do you think kuna watu ambao wamelelewa na wazazi akakuta baba na mama wanapigana? They are very bitter. Now there is abuse in a marriage. Baba na mama alimuona baba wakipigana. Do you think pia hiyo inaweza ikachangia for this child or this person wakati anapokuwa na anataka kufunga ndoa ama amekuwa mtu mzima, inaweza ikachangia kuwa bitter?
Yeah, there is a way the environment you are brought up in has an impact on your psychology.
Yes.
For instance, I normally like using my case, myself as a person, because I have experienced some of these things. My dad was a drunkard, was a womanizer. So every day, whenever he comes in the evening, it was trouble. Asipopiga mtu ni kama hangepata usingizi. So lazima alete fujo. Na my mom had to endure all this. But by the grace of God, Mzali okoka baadaye.
Yes.
So you find, because of that, there is a disconnect even until now between all of us, all my siblings and my dad. There is that disconnect. Ukiona tunaongea na father ni biashara, dakika mbili tunafunga. You can't find us at tunapiga story. We feel safe with mom because of the experiences. Venye Mungu ametusaidia sasa tumepona.
Yes.
So the way the environment people are brought up in has an impact on them.
Yes.
And it will replay in their marriage, it will replay even at the workplace, the relationship with people, the way they relate with people. It will have an impact on those relationships. Wow.
Isn't that amazing? To all our viewers, that's a very, very, very profound thing. Na ni vizuri kama wazazi tukaweza kujua, at least we have an opportunity, we are learning.
Yeah.
Now, coming to that, let's go to the next point. What are the signs that shows that someone is bitter, Julie?
Yeah.
Ni ishara gani inaonyeshana mtu ana uchungu, amecarry bitterness? Because I asked to say that, I asked some people some few minutes before I came here, are you bitter? They said, no, we are not bitter. But what are some of the signs that shows that someone is bitter?
Yeah. Wakati unaona ati kila wakati unafikirilia watu mabaya na unangoja wakufanyie mabaya, it shows that you have a root of bitterness inside. It's because if either you are in a relationship ama ni upbringing yako. Because for example, when you're brought up with a father like that of our colleague, you'll find that kila wakati unatarajia mabaya. Because you say, alikuwa ni kama hatapata usingizi asipochapa mtu.
Yes.
So hata kesho ukiamka unangoja ni nini atafanya leo. So the same in marriage and in relationships. You are always expecting watu wafanye something bad kwako. Na wakati mwingine your spouse ama your partner will do something good, ama watu watakufanyia kitu mzuri, and you are like, kwa nini amenifanyia hivyo? You know, wewe unakaa tu na ile, uko tu mahali kwa kona unaangalia watu na ile macho ya why unanifanyia hivi ndio unifanyie something bad, what will come next after this? So when you have bitterness, you do not see anything good in anything, even in people. And that inaweza leta shida kwa marriage, kwa sababu unangoja your partner afanye kitu mbaya. So they might even do something, ama mtu akufanyie kitu na hakuwa anajua amekufanyia makosa. For example, you might step on someone, whether in the matatu ama tu mahali popote, and their reaction inakuwa very bad. You're trying to tell them sorry, it's just, I just stepped on your shoes, na unapata huyo mtu reaction yenye ako nayo ni very bad.
Yes.
They become so angry, anaweza kuwa na I explode so many things. Ama unakosa kufanyia mtu kitu na ulikuwa umemwambia utamfanyia kitu, you just find that their reaction inakuwa na ubaya mwingi sana. Yeah, that even when you apologizing hawataki kusikia. It's because I expect something bad, and they always think about, wanafikiria vibaya kuhusu watu.
Yes.
And that is why sometimes you'll find anakuwa una replay things zenye ulifanyiwa mbaya in your mind all the time. That is the only thing una think, and that is what causes people, unapata their reaction to people inakuwa so bad.
So, wow. You don't see any positive thing in someone.
In people.
So to our viewers, kama unakuja unajikuta wewe hauoni uzuri wa mtu, that means you are bitter. Pastor Carlington, what's any other sign that shows that you are bitter?
Recently, I think we have been watching in our TVs, our news. Unaona mtu ameua mke, mtu ameua fiancé, and so on. A hurting person will always hurt. Will always hurt others.
Yes.
Ukifinya ndimu, kitu inatoka ndani ni maji ya
ndimu.
So when bitterness is in you, you will bring it out. It will manifest. So you see people who are suffering from bitterness, they will hurt anyone around them. Kitu kidogo even a burst, kitu kidogo even a react. Na hata akikufanyia kitu mbaya, he doesn't feel the big deal. Ukimwambia umenikosea, kwake si big deal. They can't apologize because they are suffering from that bitterness, and they will in the end hurt people around them.
Oh wow, that's also another, comes to another point about hurting others. You quickly hurt someone. You can quickly hurt anyone. That shows that you are bitter. Do you have any other sign that shows that someone, even in marriage, that shows someone is bitter, Julie?
Yeah, they are fast to hurt others, but they take it very bad when you do the same to them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for them it is okay, I hurt you. You know, them, what they have ni uchungu na ubaya wa moyo. We say ubaya wa moyo, it's full in them. So when they give it out to someone, they do not feel it is bad, but try and do it to them, it's trouble. You also see that if someone is bitter, they are easily triggered. Anything triggers them, and it triggers them to the negative, and watafanya mambo mabaya sana. That's why utapata mtu, they are able to, because they are bitter and they found any issue na kwa jamii, ndo unapata mtu anaweza kuua, anaua the wife, the spouse, na anaweza kuua mpaka watoto. Then later mnamuuliza kwa nini ulifanya hivyo, then anasema ni kukasirika ama alinifanyia and all that.
Yes.
But there is something iko underlying ya kusababisha akuwe triggered to a magnitude yenye anaweza kufanya something, and later when you ask them kwa nini ulifanya hivyo, they cannot even explain. Hata yeye anashtuka, but it is because of what amebeba ndani. Yes.
Wow, bitterness. What does the Bible talk about bitterness? Bitterness is, we should not, the Bible says we should not hold anger, malice. You should not hold it in our, because bitterness is not good. Because we have seen that's some of the signs to all of us that shows that you are bitter. Kama una uchungu, usiseme utakuwa unachokoza watu, utakuwa unapiga wengine. Unajua kuna watu ndio wanapiga tu wengine bure. Utakuwa una hold, inaoneshana. Even I think even your facial expression is one of the signs that shows that you are bitter. Si ni ukweli? Unajua kuna mtu hata mkismile hata mnacheka ya smile.
Yeah.
Anakaa tu hivi ni kama
anatafuta kile mnacheka aoni.
Anatafuta kile mnacheka aoni kwa sababu whatever is shows from the facial, it is inside. Unaona? Na pia maneno yetu, even some of our words. Mimi nilikuja nikakuta some of our words, unakuta maneno ambayo inatoka ndani yako unaambia mpaka watoto wako. For instance in marriage, unakuja unakutanga mama ameambia mtoto hana bogo, nikusema wewe unakaa baba yako. Unachukua hiyo ni kumaanisha you are holding bitterness, anger in you. It is going even to kids, even to children. And it is so unfortunate. So unaionesha even from your face hata kwa uso wako. So that brings us to the other point. Okay, what is the outcome of bitterness? Mtu ambaye amehold uchungu, what is the outcome of bitterness?
Most of the time wakati umebeba uchungu unaharibu mahusiano hata na watu wengine. The way pastor umesema kuhusu you project it to your children. Unapata mpaka watoto wanajua mama akikuwa na this kind of face hatutamkaribia. And most of the time wanajuanga ni issues zako na dad ama there's something may happen kwa kazini.
Yes.
So hawatakukaribia. And that affects your children. Ndio unapata later tunalea watoto wenye watakuwa wounded. Kwa sababu if we have issues me and you tunaiprojectia kwa watoto.
Yes.
And you find that kuna mama, kwanza mostly sisi wa mama, unachapanga mtoto na si mtoto unachapa. Kwa sababu huwezi fikia your husband. So utachapa mtoto hasira yote ya kile husband amekufanyia. And you see unapata una wound yule mtoto. So the kid atakuwa anajua mama na dad wakikosana ni sisi huwa tunalipia whatever wameulizana, and sometimes they might even not know what has happened. And that pain pia inaweza fanya ikiwa unaenda kwa hiyo extent ya unapunish mtoto kwa sababu ya uchungu yenye uko nayo. Utapata even in the workplace, wakati mwingine ukienda in the workplace ama with your friends, wanajuanga tu Julie si wa kuguzwa. Ama unaweza pata in a group of friends wanawaambia in case they want to speak something, au wanataka kukuaddress, unapata wakisema mimi sitaenda kuambia Julie, nani mwingine. So unapata your friends are even wanakuogopa, they are looking for ni nani tutatuma kwa Julie, because wanakuogopa ni ile they don't know reaction yako itakuwa aje kwao. And that sometimes can affect you kwa sababu utapata wakati mwingine watu wangekusaidia kwa maisha but watakosa kukusaidia kwa sababu ya reaction yako kwa sababu ya uchungu.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh wow. So that means that you are passing it even to your children.
Yes.
Unawaumiza not only your children, your friends, everybody who is surrounding you. Na wanajua you are bitter because you are passing that's something that's a result. Unawaumiza hata wao. So that means like bitterness is not only you. Unaumiza even the surrounding people and your children. So ninajua we just want to pass this information to someone who feels bitter. Please, wewe ambaye ni mzazi, Bwana akusaidie usipitishe kwa mtoto wako, usionyeshane kwa marafiki. May God help us that we are going to control our anger. What is the other outcome of bitterness, Pastor?
Yeah, I'm trying to address this issue both from psychological perspective
and spiritual
perspective.
Okay.
Bitterness, people who have bitterness, they normally hold grudges. If someone has done something wrong against you, maybe hurt you in whichever way, you will want to revenge. And you find it even applying or playing in a marriage context. Among married couples, mtu anatafuta way ya kurevenge ubaya alifanyiwa na the spouse.
Yes.
Na ina lead to another even more. Unakuta inaanza, for instance, unanyima mwenzako haki yake. Ile tendo la ndoa. Inaweza end to the extent you just want to see that person kwamba umempunish, amefeel your pain yenye uko nayo umebeba. Sometimes inaweza toka na outburst of anger na ile hasira ile mbaya. I used to have it, Mungu alinisaidia. Mimi ningekuwa na hasira, maybe niende nitafute ndisi ni katakate just to release that anger. Na nilifanya vitu very terrible. Ningeenda kwa maybe my brother amenikosea, niende kwa nyumba yake niwashe kitanda yake moto just to release
anger,
that pain. Ama kama ni mtu alinikosea na ni wa mbali, ile time tunakutana, the kind of something takes over me. Iwe ni kwa soko. I remember one instance, kuna wajamaa walinipiga, wakanikimbiza sana na panga. And then nika happen to meet now one of them. There were 3. So nika happen to meet now one of them. It was a marketplace. So zile panga zinauzwa sokoni tu, nikachukua moja na vita ikaanza hapo. Na imestay for like maybe 6 months hatujaonana. But immediately I saw that person, huyu alikuwa one of them, something arose.
Yes.
So bitterness will come out as an outburst of anger.
Yes.
Na utatafute way ya kuevent by hurting someone until you hurt someone, haitakuwa satisfied.
Yes.
So it'll lead to one thing, another thing, and it'll lead a lot of destruction at the end.
Yes. So one other outcome is that it can lead to revenge. Now it cannot be so positive because someone can revenge by killing you.
Yeah.
And that's why I think even some people send goons because of bitterness to come and kill you. So that's a very bad outcome, the results of bitterness. Do you also think that bitterness can cause like physical sickness?
Yeah. There are people who say amekasirika, anaumwa na kichwa inagonga. That's the word that we mostly use.
Yes.
Kwa sababu ya kukasirika. Or sometimes mtu anakasirika mpaka anatetemeka. That they cannot now talk. I'm trying to imagine the way pastor would just go pick panga from the market, and you know how it's like it shuts your kufikiria.
Yes.
Unakuwa na mental block.
Yes.
That now you are not thinking nini itafanyika. Because imagine if everyone picked the pangas and they come running back to revenge back to you, or they are trying to fight back to you. So inafanya pia unakuwa na confusion, distorted mind. That sasa haufikiri kama wewe.
Yeah.
Wewe uko tu ile how will I get back?
Yes.
Kwa kile ulinifanyia.
Yes.
How will I get back kwa kile ulinifanyia? And most of the time unapatanga kwa sababu ya kutokuwa na hiyo distorted mind, mtu ana make decisions za haraka. Zenye leta ukimuuliza, Julie, why did you do that? They have no answer for that.
Yes.
And that is why you'll find our viewers, most people wako in jail for things that they did within a very short time. Or you talked to someone and lost an opportunity yenye ingekusaidia for a lifetime.
Yes.
Because there are things that you can do, and there are people, even if ilikuwa opportunities yenye ingekusaidia, they will not want to relate with you again.
Yes.
And you know, someone will not ask you if you are having a bad day. Just what did you do? They judge you from that. Or you walk with them from there.
Yes.
So you'll find that others get ulcers, others get issues with, you can even get that hiyo kichwa imekugonga mpaka you get a stroke.
Yes.
So it affects you in so many ways. And then also you'll find that you might get that headache and you get high blood pressure because of you're so angry that you're forcing your body to react in ways because it's also trying to fight for itself. Yeah.
Oh wow, you see, so some of these sicknesses to all our viewers, like high blood pressure, like diabetes, like stroke, like heart attacks, it is as a result of depression, as a result of bitterness. So kama unaugua hiyo magonjwa, we are praying for you that God will help you to overcome bitterness. Now it's bringing us to this point for a few minutes. Can you please help us? How can we overcome bitterness?
You can only overcome bitterness by becoming aware. Just know yourself, because everyone anajijua.
Self-awareness.
Yeah, self-awareness. Kila mtu anajijua. Wakati ambapo ninaona Pastor Carlington na ninasikia vibaya, kuna kitu alinifanyia. So choose forgiveness. Be aware first.
Wow.
Then uchague kusamehe.
Yes.
Kusamehe inakuanga ni ngumu na nikasafari, but jiambie nitasamehe, si kwa sababu ya yule mtu ambaye amekukosea, but kwa sababu ya wewe mwenyewe.
Yes.
If it is because of kile ulipitia as you are growing up, samehea wazazi wako. Because that was their time to raise you, but now si umekuwa mkubwa, hii ni maisha yako. So you choose to forgive and you let go of all the things yenye inakusumbua. And you can also come for therapy, because some bitterness, some betrayals are so painful, na saa zingine unaweza shindwa ku go through that alone. So that is where inner healing and restoration comes in.
Wow.
Yes.
Pastor Carlington, are you going to add? She has talked about you need to choose forgiveness.
Yeah.
And Julie, you always speak about intentionality. Be intentional in forgiving. Be intentional. Not like you're forgiving someone, then after a few months, unaambia, unakumbuka vile ulinifanyia?
Yeah.
There is no partial forgiveness. Forgiveness is for you. So be intentional. While you are saying that I've forgiven you, let forgive. Even the Bible says, as Christ forgave us, we should forgive them as Christ. What's the other way to overcome bitterness?
Yeah, just wanted to add on what she
Yes,
had
please.
said. You must acknowledge you have a problem. Acknowledging you have a problem is the key for you finding a solution. Without acknowledging that there is a problem, you will not seek for the solution.
Yes.
So number one, you must acknowledge you have a problem, seek for therapy, and she has talked about forgiveness. I wanted to give my personal experience. When I was planning for my wedding, there are two people who caused a lot of hurt,
Yes.
and God helped me to forgive.
You forgive them.
One of them was our treasurer. He had a challenge. He used, I think, 9,000 of our money we were raising for the wedding. By the time we were doing the wedding, he had not gotten the money, the 9,000, and he was my friend. So we chose to forgive and let go. But you know, after our wedding, this man is one of the people who has become a pillar in my life.
Oh, wow.
He has helped me in many ways. Actually all of the suits that I wear is the one who buys them.
Oh, wow.
Imagine if I had not
Forgiven.
and broke that relationship.
Yes.
There was another man, he also a friend. When we were planning for the wedding, he promised to take care of the entire sound. Now, on Friday, the wedding was on a Saturday. On Friday, calling him, jamaa shiki simu. Na kesho ni wedding. Na hakupatikana, na hakukuja wedding. And then after the wedding, I looked for him. Na I think in his mind alitarajia na nataka kuleta fujo sana. Kwa nini alinifanyia hiyo? But sikuiguzia. Nimwambia tu the wedding was well, it went on well. And then tulipoachana akanitext. Akaniambia truly you are a true man of God. And by God's grace akafungulia mlango akaenda US. He became a US citizen. And he has been a blessing to my family in a bigger way than your sound and provide.
Oh, wow.
So people choose to hold bitterness na wanafunga some relationships which may be an opportunity for them. Because God works through a relationship. Whatever you're asking from God, He will answer through people.
Yes.
Those opportunities come through people. But because of bitterness, some doors are closed. Na watu wanasafa, wanalia, wanadhani walilaaniwa, kumbe walifunga milango zao wenyewe. So choose to forgive and let go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think now as we conclude is that forgiveness is the key. Be intentional that there is a problem somewhere. I am bitter. The way she just told us, I'm bitter. You need to be intentional that I'm ready to forgive and forget. Because I've come to find out that there are people who are even, they have gone to an extent that not only people who have offended them, they are even offended by God. There are people who are choosing that God has forgiven you. You know, it's like they are even offended by God. You know, they have gone to levels of bitterness.
Yeah.
So to all our viewers, as a panelist, our counselor Julie and Pastor Lugali has just told us is that we should be intentional to forgive, and let forgiveness be part and parcel of our life. So today we are just sharing about bitterness, and I know where the sources of bitterness, signs that shows that you are bitter, and how do we deal with bitterness. And because we have been we have shared a lot, and I know our panelists have been able to help all of us. I know God is going to help you to control your anger and choose to forgive your brother, forgive even your parent, forgive even your husband, your wife, even forgive. Some of you even are bitter with God. You need to choose to forgive. Forgiveness is the key. So until next time, may the Lord bless you and may the Lord keep you. Choose to forgive your neighbor as Christ forgave you. Thank you.